What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. Road to 300 subscribers, of course. So if you end up liking this video, subscribe, and if you like it, hit the like button. But in today's video, we're gonna be talking about, as you can see the title, Charles Barkley, and how underrated his career really was. Because obviously, we see on TNT every Tuesday and Thursday, Shaq making jokes of Charles Barkley not being a winner, when in reality that's a good thing to say. But just because he doesn't have a ring doesn't mean he wasn't a winner. And he dragged the Phoenix Suns to a finals appearance against Michael Jordan, and during that time in the finals, nobody could beat Michael Jordan, no glazing aside. But yeah, even Shaq lost to him. But we're gonna get into his stats and compare him to another all-time great at his position. And remember, Chuck was a 6'5" power forward. He was way ahead of his time, averaging 10 plus rebounds as a 6'5" guy at the power forward position, holding his weight. But in his rookie season, that 1984-1985 season, he averaged 14 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, and 2 assists. With the Philadelphia 76ers, which he's a Philadelphia 76ers all-time great. I don't know if his jersey number is for sure retired, but should be going off these stats. But in the 1985-1986 season, Chuck averaged 20 points per game, basically 13 rebounds and 4 assists. In the 1986-1987 season, Charles Barkley averaged 23 points per game, 14.5 rebounds, and 5 assists. And next season, where we see his stats really break out, he played the most games he's played since his second season. He averaged 28.5 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists. And I find it crazy that Charles Barkley wasn't on anybody's radar before his growth spurt. Obviously, him playing point guard in high school helped out his ball handling and helped him in a way where he could push the ball up the court once he gets rebounds, where what he's known for doing. He played with Moses Malone, so obviously he learned a lot from Moses being one of the best rebounders of all time, or if you want to say the best rebounder of all time. But in his next season, the 1988-1989 season, he averaged 26 points per game, 12.5 rebounds, and 4 assists. In the 1989-1990 season, he averaged 25 points per game, 11.5 rebounds, and 4 assists, which scoring the ball was always easy for Charles Barkley, in my opinion. Or when I see highlights, because, I'm not old enough. Or people watching, yeah, probably, because I saw my age range, it's in the 30s, 40s, and shit. But if y'all got to see Charles Barkley, describe him to me. But going off the highlights, he could get to the basket whenever he wanted, and he was grabbing any rebound, no matter how tall we were. He just found a way to find himself to the ball, and when he really wanted it, he got to that basket, and he did what he did. But in the 1990-1991 season, he averaged 27.5 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. In the 1991-1992 season, his last season in Philadelphia, he averaged 23 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. In which, honestly, the stats will never be the same as he was in Philadelphia, because obviously he was younger and less experienced than what he was. But he put in work. But his next season is when he got the MVP. He got his first MVP and his really only award, really, for his career. But the Suns end up making the finals this season. Like I said, they obviously lost to Michael Jordan, but he averaged 25.5 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. And this was his best chance to win. And he obviously showed why he was a top 2 player on the planet. And he was on the Dream Team, so he has a gold medal too. But in the 1993-1994 season, he averaged 21.5 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 4.5 assists. In the 1994-1995 season, Charles Barkley averaged 23 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. And in his last season in Phoenix, the last season we're going to cover, he averaged 23 points per game, 11.5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And Charles Barkley for the Rockets, I'm not going to even get into that, but he had one really good season, 1996-1997 season, where he averaged 19 points per game, 13.5 rebounds, and after that we would never really see the same Charles Barkley, which I was describing, the unstoppable force when he went to go. Because obviously his career was slowed down, and yeah, he retired way too late. And I wish some of these players need to retire when, I don't want to say like during their prime or at the top of their game, like when they feel like they're about to fall off a cliff, because obviously that cliff comes one day. But Charles Barkley is 11-time All-Star, and he's one of 4 players to record more than 20,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, and 4,000 assists in his career. And they had the best record in Phoenix that season, let's just say that. But Charles Barkley's accolades speak for themselves. He was the most valuable player in 1993, like I just said. He was 11-time All-Star, like I just said. He was the All-Star Game MVP in 1991. He led the league in rebounds in the 1986-1987 season. He was an Olympic gold medalist. He averaged 18 points on the Dream Team that season, which he was one of the best players. He scored 23,757 points in his career. He averaged 22 points per game. His career rebounds, he has 12,446 in his career, averaging 11.5 rebounds per game. And Chuck should be more appreciated in today's time, and I don't really see why he's so disrespected. But we're going to compare him to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Obviously, Giannis is still playing right now, so Giannis' stats are bound to keep improving. But Giannis obviously has 1 championship to Charles Barkley 0. Charles Barkley played 16 seasons to Giannis' 12 so far. Giannis is only 30. Playoffs played, Charles Barkley played in 13, Giannis played in 8, which showed he was able to get his team to the playoffs, but never could really get to that promised land which every other NBA great really got to. Charles Barkley, 11-time All-Stars, Giannis is 8. MVPs, Giannis has 2 to Charles Barkley's 1. All NBA first teams, Giannis has Charles Barkley beat by 1 so far. Giannis has 6 to Charles Barkley's 5. Only NBA teams, Charles Barkley has 11, Giannis has 8. And rebounding leaders, Charles Barkley has Giannis beat 1-0. And points per game or career, Giannis has 23.5 to Charles Barkley's 22. Rebounds per game, Charles Barkley has Giannis beat, which is surprising because Giannis is damn near 7 foot and Charles Barkley is 6'5". Charles Barkley is 11.5 to Giannis is basically 10 points, 10 rebounds. But that's what we're going to do. But I just wanted to talk about the career of Charles Barkley, and let me know how y'all feel about Charles Barkley down below. Subscribe. I hope you enjoyed. I got some videos right here. If you enjoyed this video you just watched, video on the right and video on the left, and click on it.